Well, hello everybody and welcome back to Kusogrand8, the Bad Video Game Tournament. Again, thank you everybody who is supporting. This is my main gig, and you are always welcome to support if you would like to subscribe. If you got Prime subs sitting around and you haven't used it for a while, you can go and check. You can always check. And if you're not able to do that, that is completely fine. Just chat, have fun with people, lurk. It's fine, you know, just, I hope you're enjoying it, okay? With that said, I think Crappy is ready to enjoy the walk. The walk, I was gonna say the walk of shame, but Crappy has no shame. Okay, like, he's, how do you say it? In flagrante, whatever, he's naked! Go, naked! Crappy, run over there! Everybody, I don't even know what to say anymore, so say hello to our final GM of today, Hedge Maze. Come on in, Hedge Maze. Now, we do have 4 matches tomorrow, so you definitely want to come back or at least check out the VODs later on. Hello there, Hedge Maze. How you doing?
Hello, Bracentia. I'm doing great. The Islanders just won their game in double overtime and didn't get swept out of the playoffs, so I'm doing pretty good right now.
Well, that's pretty good. Are they really from the islands?
Long Island.
Oh, okay. I guess that counts. Well, cool. Good job to them. What sport is that? Baseball?
Hockey.
Okay, cool. I don't know. I hear the Islanders and I don't immediately think of hockey, okay? That's
well,
like...
my baseball team is the Mets. Nancy's got the Mets hat on.
Maybe you like multiple baseball. Maybe they're minor league. I don't know. There's a lot of complicated stuff, and I don't... Okay.
It's all right.
Well, everybody, I have learned that the Islanders are a hockey team. Then again, Arizona Coyotes, they're being brought up to Utah, but
yeah, you're getting a team.
I hope that the mascot and their logo doesn't change because it looks super derpy. It's beautiful. Like, yeah, apparently they changed it for a while and everybody got angry, so they changed it back to the ugly, amazing design. And it's a perfect design, okay? It's so good. I can show it later, but for now, Hedge Maze, let's talk about your game.
I'm very excited about this game. So what happened here is... So sometimes players ask us if we remember things, like, negative about them, you know, like if you're somebody who didn't set up on time or something. And it's like, you know, I don't remember that as much, unless you're causing real problems, as much as the people who are actually, like, doing positive things. So, like, the 4 players in this match all reacted to their, like, this is your instructions message within 5 minutes, and I was so happy with them.
What? That never happens!
I know, I'm so happy with them. I don't have to stress for multiple days if they, like, don't know that they have a match today, because sometimes that happens. But anyway, I'm real happy with these people, so I rewarded them, I let them pick their game. So okay. I gave them 4 emojis, and I let them pick which emoji they wanted. And one of the emojis was burger. So they unanimously picked burger, so we have burger today. Okay, so,
what is the burger?
Should I reveal the game?
Yes.
The game is eCrew Development Program for the Nintendo DS.
Well, everybody, we're going to learn how to be McDonald's employees over the next hour. Whoever manages to land a job will take first place, and everybody else will probably still land a job because these are McDonald's standards we're talking about. Yeah, let me just tell you, I have no idea what to expect.
Yeah, this is something.
Yeah, I do know to expect McDonald's stuff. And that's about it.
Yes.
Yeah, well...
Yeah, we can talk about this, but this is literally a Japanese McDonald's employee training program. That's what it is.
How did they
it's not
manage
like a game?
Yeah,
that's
how did they manage to have a training program for the DS?
I don't know, but I think it's kind of okay for that. Like, it's 2010 and your employees are people who are familiar with the DS. Like, this is kind of okay for that, like, rather than just watching videotapes or something. Like,
oh my gosh.
It's kind of okay.
When I worked for Walmart, let me tell you, their trainings were so stupid, and like 50% of them didn't even apply to my job. Yeah, if you can do anything in a corporate environment to make your training suck less, please do it. Even if it means making a Nintendo DS game, please do it. Put me out of my misery because, oh my gosh. Yeah, anybody else, if you've ever worked for Walmart, you know the pain. You know exactly what nightmare I'm talking about. And yeah. Oh, but those days are gone. And like anybody who's still works at Walmart, I feel for you, okay? I hope one day you aren't working at Walmart. That is the best thing that I can hope for you.
A strong hope. I don't think that's going to happen in my future, so...
Not working for Walmart or working...
I don't think I'm going to work for Walmart.
None of these names are right, are they? Okay, well, let me go ahead and get stuff fixed.
No.
Okay, no, I know why. Because... stupid stuff. That's why. Okay. Because I need to click that check mark, and I need to go and click this check mark, and I need to go and unclick this check mark and then copy and paste something because it's always complicated when people do that. Okay. Bam. 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 There we go. We've got 8-bit sword. DePatman 89, Hazelshade 12, and Striator are going to be playing for us today. Let me make sure that we have audio here. Don't worry, everybody. This is just my usual life of freaking out and trying to get everything set up. It's fine. Hash brown. Have you hashed your browns lately? Well, I could go for a hash brown. They're tasty. I like potatoes. Okay,
I'm gonna have 8-bit sword reset and show us the intro.
Yes, please do.
You're gonna like it. Yeah, people are saying it's a fan translation. Yes, it is. We'll talk all about that later.
There are fans? I'm loving it. Okay. Fine, there are fans.
Let's enjoy this video with the lore.
Okay.
I guess it's on the top screen, but that's okay.
That's okay. We're learning. Okay. Whee! There's a burger. Whoa! She slid it all over the place.
Look at all these happy people at McDonald's.
I've learned McDonald's is happiness. Okay? That's what they want you to think. McDonald's... I have not eaten at McDonald's in a long time because I do not like to support them. However, sometimes their breakfast is really good. And sometimes I just have a hankering for, like, their trash sandwich, you know? Sometimes I need the trash. Okay, I think all of the players are set up and likely good to go. Let me do a small edit right there. Just make sure that I have it correct. Okay. Because as it turns out, capturing 8 screens is a tiny bit harder than capturing 4. Just tiny bit. But I'm glad that we had this set up ahead of time because of a previous match that you did, and that was nice.
Yeah, I'm glad you made this, because that opened the door for a lot of strange things that I have.
For better or for worse. Okay, all of the players are ready, so what would be good emotes for chat to spam?
Anything involving McDonald's or fast food. You got hamburgers, french fries, eggs, the filet-o-fish. I don't know, anything that clowns. You got McDonald's.
Oh no! All of those, please spam them now because we're doing the countdown. Best of luck to the players. Spam, spam, spam. Because as soon as I see movement in our first stage, I'm gonna be angry because everything got messed up for one of our players. That's fine. I'll see if it gets corrected in a second. And if not, I can fix it. Whatever. Okay, I'm giving it legit like a minute because like there's a 50% chance that they're going to change it like right as soon as I change it. I don't think that's happening. Cool.
So we're making French fries.
Okay. So
That's what we're doing.
oh, look at that aspect ratio that we get now. Ooh.
Yeah, what happens here? I don't know.
Nah, it's fine. Well, it's
good. It's good enough.
it's good enough. You can see the French fry action.
Yes.
Well, we've got an hour of this, and what does this game teach you?
Okay, so this is literally a McDonald's like new employee onboarding program.
Okay.
They have a different version that's for existing employees. That one's called eSmart, but it's mostly the same as this. But anyway, so this is intended for a new McDonald's employee to train them. So it's got a bunch of stuff you could read about the ideal temperature for doing things, and Corndan is here because he's an expert employee at McDonald's now, but let me finish the explanation first. So yeah, like it's got all these facts and stuff you can read. It's got quizzes, and it's got what we care about for this match is mini games, which are training them in how to do different tasks at the McDonald's. So what I'm having these players do is complete every mini game. They have to get 100%.
Okay.
In each one, and before they can move to the next one. So there's 20 of them, and we're gonna try to beat them all in an hour. And they might. And if they do, I told them they're allowed to mess around in the rest of the cartridge and see what else is on there. But their position is locked in.
Cool.
So Corndan tested this for me, and I was going to require 90 out of 100, but Corndan's too good at this, so it's 100 now.
Yep, I completed it. So like the normal thing, it won't let you go on until you get like 90 out of 100, right? And so, you know, completing all of that, like not doing any of the other training, just like doing the mini games, I completed in about 40 minutes. And so a lot of the early stuff where I kind of failed on it is that I was playing it like 1x or 2x on, right, like BizHawk, and there's a lot of things, and we'll kind of get to it, especially when we get to the burgers.
Okay.
Right? That like if you are like a pixel off on all of this, right, it's gonna yell at you.
Yeah, it's really finicky.
Really?
So if you play it on like, and I told the players to do this, right, if you play on like 4x or 5x, basically as big as your monitor will let you do, right, you're gonna have an easier time of it.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
And so literally my scores got better when I went from like 2x to 5x.
I love that. I also love like how the game's like expecting you to put stuff in places, and you're like, I don't know. You have to tell me where to put it. And there we go. Hazel Shade has put it. Is that 58%? That is not a high enough score.
I honestly, right, there's not, the only one that I finished the first time, right, at like a high enough level was the drive-through. And that's because right before it, you have to do the exact same thing working the front counter.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, some of this is repetitive, so it's like if you already remember where the burger stuff is, you'll remember it when you have to do the, the burger or whatever.
There's some of it that will get a little bit weird in that sense. Right, like, okay, well, what tongs do I use for a particular burger, or what button do I push? But like the burgers and stuff are all going to be about the same.
That's fair. That's fair. Okay, 8-bit sword, currently frying some fries. Gotta get the fried fries. Oh my gosh, there was a Chinese restaurant a long time ago in town that a Chinese buffet, and most of the stuff is labeled right, but then they had French fries and it was labeled fried fries. And I'm like, oh, that is so precious. The fried fries.
When I used to work at my job in Chicago, like literally around the corner, like you'd walk, there was a Chinese buffet that one of the engineers and I used to go to a lot. Now, the area is in a Hispanic neighborhood, and it's a Chinese buffet. It was the appropriate quality of Chinese buffet. It wasn't that great, right? But so they tried to put in some Americanized things. You could get French fries, you could get pizza,
Okay.
and you could get tacos.
Yeah.
Right, except they could never label the tacos right. It was tokas.
Tokas. That means in Portuguese at least touching or touches.
Which I am kind of okay with because it was definitely a legally distinct taco.
Oh yeah. Okay, that's amazing. Hazel Shade, did you pass the training? 75%? What? Striator got 82%? How do you get 100%?
So every time you see like the little like hint thing pop up, you lose points.
Oh, okay. So essentially, if the game helps you, you lose.
Correct. So all you got to do is like do it perfect. It's fine.
All you have to do.
So we're gonna be watching them make fries for a while. I think, like on my second or third try, I got to 95.
Okay.
You know, like, and this is why I told him to like, you know, basically make it as big as possible, right?
Yeah.
So like, for instance, like Strider, right? You see where it's telling him to move the stylus up and down? That's a loss in points. Now, right, that one thing is like one loss of points. It's not like a loss like every single time. And really, you just gotta wiggle it, right, until it's happy with you.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, I see. But still, if you're requiring them to get 100 points,
yep,
then that's gonna be a while for them to become the perfect employees.
It is. This is a 5-point match, so someone is getting eliminated by this.
Oh, baby. I love that you have to do the salt in the McDonald's shape.
Yeah, I like that.
That's required.
So that it's easy to remember, and it gets you fairly even coverage.
Yeah.
Good. They're getting better at the horizontal shake in order to get the fries in. 8-Bit Sword is not getting the horizontal shake.
Okay,
you can move that in circles.
Oh, okay.
You just need to basically have abrupt movements to shake the fries in.
By the way, there is a rousing speedrun category for this, so a lot of these can be done in under a minute. If you're good.
Now, with that said, our referees are helping to track, and the referees that we have here are Yoshi Fan X's Ice Cream Machine is broken. We also have franchisee Not Electa, very nice. Shift manager Salmon Buffalo, and McMendez wants nuggies. Oh, and a frowny face. Oh no, you need nuggies? We also have Tempire Nakarashi. If you're a temp at McDonald's, you chose the wrong place. And finally, Linkura. Those are the referees for the match, and I love it.
I do want to point out that they tell you how to clean the ice cream machine, but there's not an ice cream machine training. Even in the training, the ice cream machine is broken.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
By the way, is everyone noticing this music? This is a remix of the ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Yeah, I noticed that, but it's also like, it's like if Jesus ran McDonald's.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very holy.
By the way, so there's the eSmart version 2. I was watching a video of that yesterday. It's the one that's for existing employees. That one has an even different remix, and I like that one a lot. Like, just chill out to these themes. They're very relaxing.
I just love that this is a real thing.
Yeah.
At the same time, this is better than watching all of those boring videos, like, for real.
It is. Like, you're still, like, it's janky, but you're practicing this in some sort of physical way. But yeah, just to explain the situation. So, there's a really good, like, 49-minute video by Nick Robinson on YouTube called The 10-Year Hunt for the Lost McDonald's DS Game. So, thank you to him. He's why we're playing this. So this was a lost media type of thing that people knew it existed or had rumors, but it wasn't dumped. And he paid like a lot of money for this. And it's a very interesting video about how he got his hands on it, and he dumped the ROM. And this is the ROM we're using. And then fans made a fan translation, because people are amazing. And, yeah, and the original person who had this didn't want to, like, dump the ROM, but that person didn't know the passwords, because you have to put in which store number it is and what the, like, manager password is, and then there's, like, 3 different passwords you have to put in. But, Nick he bought a copy that had, like, the system came with the password.
Okay.
So we're using that. But then people also, like, hacked it and found the, like, override password. So that's out there, too. But yeah, this has only been dumped in the last few years, and it's really cool that this is now available. Because again, it's not really a game, but, like, it's a cool piece of media preservation.
Oh, yeah. Like, we're all about that here. We're all about preserving that media. Yeah, Hazel Shade got a 94%, relatively close to finishing, but not quite that 100 we're looking for. Oh my
Okay, people are talking about Nick Robinson being a sex pest. I don't know anything about that. If that's true, then I am not supporting that. I'm just supporting this McDonald's game.
Yeah, and if you want to bring that up in chat, then, we can go ahead and not talk about that, por favor.
Yeah, like, I was not aware of that, but let's move on. And anyway, Scorian's asking, what if no one completes the french fries with 100? Well, that's Corndan's problem.
It's not my problem.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, Corndan. Oh my gosh.
But yeah, I mean, I assume we're eventually going to get there.
Did we get to 100? Because Patman is doing hash browns.
Did he?
I don't know. However, we can definitely check later. I mean, yeah, apparently Dude says, yes, that was a completion.
Okay, thanks.
Very nice to Patman. Moving on. I would like to see that. Oh my gosh. McDonald's hash browns. Here's the deal. McDonald's.
Dude, they're so good.
Yeah. There are a lot of reasons to hate you, but it's not because of the hash browns. I will eat those and get fat any day.
So we'll go, you know, I go out with my son, we go get, you know, McDonald's or something, right? I'll get whatever, but I have to get extra hash browns because he always steals my hash browns.
No stealing hash browns. No. Corndan, don't let him.
Oh, 8-Bit Sword got 97.
Okay, we're getting close. Hatman got 95 on hash browns.
Yeah, the difference with hash browns and french fries, there's not a lot of a difference, so
yeah.
It doesn't surprise me that Patman got pretty close right away on french fries, or on hash browns.
I see someone in chat's asking, are there other levels besides fries, etc., like cleaning the nasty bathroom? Yes. Yes, there is.
In fact, you do clean the nasty bathroom.
Yes, you do.
Oh, no. Does it look nasty?
No.
Well, why would... No, they need to make this game realistic, okay? If you go into a McDonald's bathroom and do not have trauma, is it really McDonald's?
Yeah, the McDonald's bathrooms around me actually have really good bathrooms right now.
Actually, I guess, like, most of the McDonald's I've been to, yeah, they've been fine. But I've also been to a few kind of sketchy McDonald's, like, yeah, and those, it's always fun. And it's like, you know, it's very apparent that whoever owns this specific McDonald's could probably, like, hire some people to take care of this stuff because it needs attention now.
Okay, 8-Bit got 100.
Oh, I think Hazel Shade made a very small mistake, and it's going to be about a 98. Maybe a 97 at this point. Oh, no. Are you able to restart in the middle of doing a minigame?
Maybe. I didn't try it.
DePatman gets another 100 on the hash browns. Very nice.
Yeah, I think people will get better at this over time, because a lot of the, I'm gonna put this in quotes, skills carry over.
Did you say you're gonna put that in quotes? Okay.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, air quotes, is that the next thing? Oh yeah, it is, lot and lobby.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Uh-oh, that sign is speaking Japanese at me.
It's fine.
It's, the top screen's in English.
Oh, okay. That's all right. Everybody, it's fine. Sometimes wet signs, slippery when wet signs are in Japanese or speak Japanese, and that's just how they are.
Yeah, this ROM hack, they weren't able to change, like, pictures.
Yeah.
So they changed the text that's not a picture.
I mean, it's the people who speak a different language. We're just trying to understand the language of the furniture now, you know? And I can't speak whatever furniture says. I just can't. Yeah, the other 3 players are getting to deal with lots of French fries. Eventually, they're gonna get 100%, I promise. And if they don't, then, well, I made a foolish promise to you. 8-Bit Sword is doing hash browns, though, and honestly, they have been hashed. And they have been browned a little bit. You just gotta put them in the oil. Yeah, hash them more. Hash them till they drop.
Yeah, so the question was brought up if some players are less familiar with the DS and the fact that only the bottom screen is a touchscreen. That might be true, but what I'm seeing with Striator is just the mouse seems to be off placement from where he's trying to use it, I think.
Which,
like,
it doesn't really work. Like, he's grabbing it and then just sliding it up, right? I think.
Aw, yeah, Hazel Shade is onto the hash browns. Delicious. Yeah, Striator, unfortunately, is struggling a little bit more. Luckily, your ability to actually do a job in real life has almost nothing to do with your ability to play the 3DS game or the normal DS game, 2DS, 1DS, I don't even know. One dual screen, yeah, that's how it works. But I want some hash browns. I'm so hungry.
Well, then go get some hash browns.
We do have an air fryer and some hash browns in the freezer. Like, okay, 97% for Hazel Shade and for 8-Bit Sword. I think both of them should be able to get it this next time. Striator, come on, salt the fries, mix them up, make them dance. Also, I really enjoy that the fry scoop takes so long to get fries into the container. It's like, no, I see people spend about 2 seconds doing that in real life, you know? They just bam. Fries are in there.
They're good at it.
Yeah, that's because
they're already trained.
As it turns out, when you do something physically like 500 times in a day, like you kind of get good at doing it. But I mean, there's also the fact that, like, this is probably still more enjoyable than watching any of the videos that they had, unless they had truly amazing campy acting. I love me some camp. Come on, give me the
Wendy's training videos?
Oh yeah, I think I've seen some of those, and if so, yeah, the Blockbuster training videos. That's what I'm talking about.
How do you feel about Wendy's hot drinks?
I don't know how to feel. I don't recall anything about their hot drinks. What do they do?
They're hot drinks.
Okay. Hazel Shade getting a 95. Now you gotta get 100. Oh, Strider got a 97. That was so close.
Okay,
but
he's getting there.
yeah, getting that close would give you confidence that you can actually qualify to put fries in the fry machine. I'm calling it that. I don't care.
Fryer?
The fryer.
Oh, okay. So actually, a fact about this game is that I told the players just to stick with the save state I gave them that leaves them on the right menu, but there are other things in this game, such as a manager menu where you can change the layout of the store to match the current store that you're actually working at.
Nice.
And there are things you can do to like make that more efficient for you, including there's like an automatic fry machine, and that's a separate category on speedrun.com. Anyway, they're not allowed to do that.
The automatic fry machine is a separate category. Hazel Shade and 8-Bit Sword are onto the lobby. Very nice. Strider is getting a hang of this fry business. I think Strider is, oh, so close. 97%. You can do it next time, I promise. Oh.
There's a subreddit for this game, and it's incredible, by the way. Just like, I don't know, that just a certain type of person who's really into this. I appreciate, you know?
It's the person who sends their Sims off for training.
Well, I want you all to know that Corndan has sent me a Wendy's training video, and I will train after the stream. I will become a wonderful Wendy's hot drink person.
Catman got 100 in whichever one that was.
Very nice.
Okay,
Good
we're on to
job.
eggs.
Oh my gosh, egg.
Customer expects eggs to be correct shape, holding their shape, whatever it was. Lots of things.
So I can't wait for them to do eggs, because this is one of the things that messed with me, right?
The
like if they have not. So the spatulas were fine. It's when you have to stir the egg.
Okay.
Right.
Well, you can't just leave the egg there. You gotta stir it.
Watch, you'll see.
Okay.
You'll see. There's a very specific motion they're looking for here.
Yeah.
Okay, wipe your hands. Okay, here we go. Is this...
Yeah, now we're rotating the spatula. 180, there you go.
What?
And it's a very hard motion if you're playing on a very small screen. It is a hard motion to do, right, with a mouse.
Okay. Okay.
Oh yeah, and since someone asked earlier, I did ask players before giving this out if anyone had experience working in fast food, because maybe that would be an advantage, I don't know, but none of these players had.
So...
To be fair, I had not either.
So I know that you put eggs on, like, an Egg McMuffin. Is that what they're making the eggs for?
That's what they're making.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. That's like number 11 in the list. We'll get to that. Right now we're just making the eggs for it.
I want an Egg McMuffin. No, this isn't supposed to be propaganda, but it's working on me. Now, oh, Striator is onto hash browns. I know, because I was like, it doesn't look like fries. That's hash browns. This is good. Everybody's made progress. We're going to have so many good employees. Hey, the Kusogrand8 McDonald's opening up. Never.
So you can tell this is an older training stuff for McDonald's, right? Because at least in my area here, right, they don't do some of the pre-prep stuff like that anymore.
Okay, like
the second half of the egg thing, right, is the warming tower, essentially.
Yeah.
Right, you're gonna see the warming tower a lot because like everything goes into it.
Okay. Is that just to, like, if you're making the eggs and then you need them to stay?
You need to put them somewhere to stay warm, yeah?
Okay.
And then when you make the hamburgers and they gotta stay warm, and then, you know, you make the Canadian bacon and it's gotta stay warm.
Well, yeah, you gotta put put warm things in the warmth tower, in the warming tower, the tower of warmth.
So chat's saying this seems like it could be really hard to play on hardware because the DS screens aren't that big. I think it would actually be easier to play on DS hardware because you have the stylus.
Yeah, the stylus is bigger than your mouse. I find that usually playing DS games is easier on actual hardware.
91% good enough for McDonald's, not good enough for Kusogrand8. They're gonna have to do it again. I love it. We're holding people to higher standards than McDonald's did. And that's really important here. You know, we require perfection in Kusogrand8.
Well, that's because you made a rocket scientist train for McDonald's.
That was Hedgemaze who required you to do that. Don't blame me. Blame the messenger. Come on. I guess it's all my fault. Like, when it comes down to it, like, this is my tournament.
Hazel thought that she froze the game. Can I reload the state? I'm not sure if she did, but I said she could just restart from wherever you were.
Yeah. I'm not too concerned. Like, as long as they actually made the progress that was expected. Unfortunately, it seems like BizHawk may be having a bit of a problem, and hopefully we're able to get it going again. Sometimes when there are like constant issues, we can give additional time for players. That doesn't seem like it was necessarily a huge case. Might have been like, it doesn't seem like it was specifically game related, but you know, we always take things into consideration, and if needed, we can be a little more graceful. I can't believe somebody's getting eliminated because of McDonald's training.
They're getting fired from McDonald's training.
Yeah, they're getting fired. But I did give them the choice, so this is on them. Like, I gave them a choice of 4 games.
Okay,
and
but you said games.
This is like the best of the 4 games, probably.
Yeah, there's like 2 of them that would have been pretty good choices, and 2 of them that would have been a little more suffering.
Okay.
So, yeah, this is one of the better ones.
You're gonna give them Baby's Day Out.
No, Corn Dad, stop it. Don't reveal people's secrets.
So here's the way I look at some of that. One, I think it's fine here, and 2, right, if players go to play that with enough stuff to be able to veto it, right, they've already, you know what, they deserve that suffering.
Oh, yeah, well, it looks like we've got the heating tower for Depadman again. Is this enough to get 100%? 79%, that's not 100.
It's Patman's first time on the English muffins.
I mean, yeah, the English muffins, I actually thought they were hamburgers, so I was confused about that one. But yeah, I like that the way that you had them choose was you presented them with emotes, and they chose the emote they liked the most. And honestly, hamburger, I'd probably choose hamburger. I'm like, hamburger game. Okay, hamburger
Yeah, I'm kind of
game.
unsurprised, because it's like, yeah, people asked what the other choices were. It was truck, robot, and baby.
Yeah.
And yeah, like, hamburger seems like a safe choice. Like, it's gonna be something unusual, right? Like,
it's gonna be safer than baby.
Yeah, baby's always a bad choice.
You never choose baby, okay? In Kusogrand8, the rule is if anybody presents you with a baby and says, do you choose the baby? You say no. You say no. Nobody wants to play anything that relates to babies. You go with the hamburger, the robot, or the truck, okay? Honestly, I would probably choose hamburger or truck, just because I think it might be a racing game, and I know that that is a weakness for a lot of players. And so I might consider racing against other players. Robot, it's probably some stupid robot platformer, and honestly, if it's a platformer, I'm gonna get my butt kicked. give me the car.
You know what the stupid robot platformer? RoboCop.
Okay, like, yeah, I know RoboCop is a stupid robot platformer. I don't want to play your stupid robot. Or wait, no, it could be the mech game that we had at the beginning, Pat Labor. Yeah.
Do you just want to rack up like 5,000, citations?
Hedge Maze, that game was a lot of fun. Like,
Yeah, that was something, all the citations.
oh yeah, well, everything that they thought was good was actually bad, and everything that they tried to collect ended up making them go back to training because they kept getting citations. I loved
Yeah, I
it.
love when games do that.
Yeah.
Also, I see people talking about babysitting games. Yeah, I gave out Trek Ogres and Dronkies last year. That was actually a good baby game.
For better or for worse, I saw a YouTube video of that the other day. I made the mistake of clicking on Peanut Butter Gamer, and okay, yeah, there was the Shrek Donkeys and Ogres, or whatever you want to call them. Yeah, he played that game, and it was actually kind of funny. And then I was like, crap. Like 50% of the games that I know here are because of Hedge Maze. Actually, probably 100% of the games that I know here are because of Hedge Maze. Why do you have tastes like Peanut Butter Gamer? What?
I don't know
happened?
who that is, but
He's
I guess they've got
really
good taste.
annoying, okay? Like, he's gotten better over the years. He's not as annoying as he used to be, but I can't stand him. But I still watch them because I thought they were funny videos, and they're games that I know and love because of you, Hedge Maze. Other people in Gen are like, they love Peanut Butter Gamer. You are allowed to love them, okay? I will watch him. I will hate him, but I'll also watch him, you know?
When you were first talking about peanut butter, I thought you were talking about the dog.
I mean, that is a Peanut Butter Gamer who may be playing a game at GDQ this summer.
Yeah, I think there's another one, right?
Yeah.
In GDQ.
Is there?
Yep.
They're bringing back peanut butter to play another game?
Live in front of an audience. Yep. A baseball game. It's even better.
Well,
yeah.
I'm excited.
But yeah, I'll go ahead and say that everybody is allowed to enjoy the media that they enjoy. Even if I roast and make fun of a specific YouTuber and say that they annoy me, that doesn't mean that they're bad. It just means that for me, they're annoying, and I might still enjoy it. It's fine, you know? There are YouTubers I watch now who, like, the first 20 or 30 videos of theirs that I saw, I'm like, I hate you. I think you're stupid. And then it finally clicked for me why they were funny, and I'm like, you're now my favorite.
You want to hear a similar-ish sort of story in the same kind of vein?
Sure.
Is that, have you ever seen the show Archer?
I have only watched maybe one episode.
So I love Archer. I love the whole parody of, like, the whole spy thing and all of that, right? I think it's well done. For years, my wife was like, I don't understand how you can watch this, right? Well, one of the special features in Archer, right, on the Blu-rays, is they took the entire first episode, right, and replaced Archer with a velociraptor.
Okay.
Like roaring and screeching and all, right?
Yeah.
And as soon as she saw that, she's like, okay, I get why Archer's funny now.
Yeah, like, I think that if I saw it, I would laugh a lot. Yeah.
I highly recommend looking up the Archer Velociraptor episode, because
I would want to watch at least, like, if it is based off of another episode, I would want to watch that first and then watch the Velociraptor episode.
It is shot for shot the pilot episode of Archer.
Okay, I will
Except
watch the
Archer's
pilot.
a Velociraptor.
I will watch the pilot, and then I will watch the Velociraptor episode. I'll do that for you, Corn Dad.
Dole Wolf agrees with me that it's awesome.
So, yeah, let's go ahead. I'm going to bring this back to the game real quick, because DePatman is in the lead. Like,
Yes.
yeah, no question.
Yeah, he's completed 6 levels. Hazel just moved into 2nd place. She's finished 3.
Yes.
The other 2 have finished 2.
The other 2 are tied and have been in this lobby hell for so long. But that's what McDonald's is. It's basically lobby hell. Yeah, the Batman, I don't even know what we're cooking right now. We're doing something.
Canadian bacon.
Canadian bacon. I'm glad that
we're the Egg McMuffins.
Oh my gosh, I love the Canadian bacon. Oh, okay, there are better sandwiches in existence. There are. And
are there?
Yes.
Like, as far as a breakfast sandwich goes, I don't know.
I mean, for how cheap they are.
Okay, Patman's getting way too good at working in a Japanese McDonald's. Got 100% on that one.
Maybe the Patman already worked in a Japanese McDonald's.
I did ask, unless he was lying.
Oh yeah, Kusogrand8, the place where people lie about working at a Japanese McDonald's. Hey, everybody. Now,
Surfers is here in chat. What on earth is this? This is a Japanese McDonald's training program.
This is the eCrew development program. It's also known informally, because there is an informal name, as the McDonald's training game. It was released in 2010 in Japan. This didn't make it out into the US because it was for Japan. It was not for the US, so it didn't come to the US.
Yep.
It was actually kind of lost media, but it got uploaded in 2020, and I'm glad. I'm always happy whenever lost media makes it back.
Yeah, and I'm glad when we can show off this kind of thing in Kusogrand8, not necessarily McDonald's training programs, but lost media. Because a lot of these things didn't really get as much of I mean, of course, this one's kind of a meme, but yeah, you don't get as much of a... many people have to see games like this, because it was never meant for that.
Yeah, and honestly, this is the type of game that even once it got archived, not a whole lot of people would be interested in it. Like, you know,
that's what they thought.
Yeah, like, here we are. We've got 200, like almost 270 people watching freaking McDonald's training here as we're talking about, like, I don't even know what we're talking about anymore. We're talking about the horrifying bathrooms at some very specific McDonald's, but not Corn Dance McDonald's, apparently. Apparently they're too high class for my experiences.
Well, they did just renovate that, like all of them, like near me.
Yeah. That whenever they renovate, they're good.
Give it a couple of years, and then maybe it's going downhill.
Yeah. So right now, the Patman is definitely in the lead. Hazel Shade in second. It looks like Strader is a little bit ahead of 8-Bit Sword, but it could change between third and fourth at any point. Honestly, there's no guarantee, but one person will be eliminated today. Yeah, it's a risky match.
Yeah,
this
honestly,
is what
I think they're all gonna... Like, I think some of them were slow to start, but I think honestly it's gonna pick up now, because people are getting used to this game and what it wants from you.
Egg McMuffins for Hazel Shade. That's the right thing to do. That's the right choice. It is delicious, or something like that. So apparently,
Batman is figuring out how it wants you to season the meat here.
So yeah, this was indeed sold in 2020, and
well, it wasn't really sold.
Well, in an online auction or something like that.
Oh, right, yes,
and
that
luckily, the person who bought it uploaded it, so I appreciate that. Thank you so much, archivers, for doing the archiving. And then. Yeah, that's pretty much it. McDonald's putting all their education on the Nintendo DS. Everybody should do that. Put your education on freaking Switch, whatever. Let's go ahead and make, like, Wikipedia the game. Oh, that...
Yeah, like, honestly, I really like this idea of I mean, of course, there's educational games, but like this kind of thing is really interesting, and I'm glad this survived.
Yeah, it's like, you know, you could learn how to do some of this stuff. Like, technically, this is less about actually learning how to cook and make McDonald's stuff and more about procedure. And specifically, what are the classical things that you do in order to properly season fries. You make the weird M motion in order to sprinkle the salt over them. The order for spraying oil into the canisters here, bam, you learn how to do that. You learn about wiping your hands after you open eggs because you just got some eggs on them. So you gotta wipe your hands, okay? Proper procedure.
Yeah, like honestly watching this, I mean playing this, like really made me appreciate the assembly line. It's just so tight on this kind of thing. I was watching the eSmart version that's meant for existing employees. That one had videos in it and I watched all of them. It's basically the same thing, but it's like actual footage. And it's just very interesting, like as for somebody that's doesn't have experience in this in real life, but it's just interesting to see how like McDonald's has got this all so precise.
I've worked in one food place for a month, and the reason I left was because they promised me higher pay than they gave me, and yeah, I wasn't cool with that, so I left without notice. I mean, what are you... Oh no, my entire life is ruined because I didn't give you 2 weeks notice for a crappy food job. No, you didn't give me the pay that you told me you were going to give me. That's technically illegal. Like, you don't do that. But, you know, for working at a place for a month, I'm not going to do anything about it. I'm just going to quit. Yeah, that was shortly after I graduated. It was during, like, with my bachelor's, it was during, like, right when the recession hit. And I was like, I'm not going to work a minimum wage job. And I told him that. And they're like, okay. And I'm like, I don't care. Like, I don't care if it's super well paying, but it's not minimum wage. And they're like, okay, so $7.50, not $7.25. And then they just paid me minimum wage. And I said, no, not minimum wage. So I quit.
That man is really powerful, just like...
Hazel Shade is trying to get this out. Why won't it come out?
Oh no.
Why? What do you have to do? Finish.
Yeah, this game
Did it just right?
Oh.
This game is finicky. Yeah, like what Cornan was saying about the clicking and stuff in this. It's not like the worst at anything. Like again, it's not really a game, but like it's just finicky to control, and if you don't know what it wants you to do, that's the confusing part here.
Yeah.
But yeah, you get the hang of it after. See what it wants.
Gotta spray them. Okay, good job, you sprayed them. Bam, bam. Yeah, Hazel Shade is getting this figured out. It's just being annoying. 91%, not too bad. Are the eggs room temperature? Wash your hands. That's what happens. If the eggs are room temperature, you wash your hands. That's what I've learned.
I mean, you wash your hands regardless.
Yeah. Oh no, Escorian says that DePatman is going to move to Japan and work at McDonald's, and I really hope we don't do that to anybody because of this stream.
Yeah, I don't know. We're providing some kind of training here, but is that...
Training on, probably stuff that doesn't matter anymore. Oh, yeah. Hazel Shade unfortunately got the issue again. Like, I think you have to click slightly to the right of the handle, and not just right on or something. Yeah, like you said, it's finicky, and unfortunately, it punishes you for how finicky it is. 8-Bit Sword and Striator are both catching up to Hazel Shade. This is...
yeah, very close between those three.
Yeah, really, who can figure out this stupid Egg McMuffin and how finicky it is? Who can do this first? We're gonna hear that beeping a lot, aren't we?
Yeah, people are talking about the struggle of egg that never ceases.
It's true. Finish! Yeah, Hazel Shade just opting to reset rather than go through the entire thing again. Yeah, that's fair. Like, because if you make, like, not even if you make a mistake, but if the game decides that you've made a mistake, then it's too bad.
I like the, like what the Patman has with the scene with the burgers. Because sometimes I don't know which burger it wants me to pull out, but there's a specific burger it wants.
Burger number 5. Okay.
It's always burger number 5.
Yeah, it's always the 5th.
Completed the 5th.
What did that burger ever do, huh? Food poisoning, that's what it did. Well, everybody, I hope that you've been enjoying today because we have 4 matches tomorrow as well, starting at 2 p.m. Eastern. Yeah, we'll be here with plenty of games as well as the mindless commentary that you have come to know and possibly love. Yeah, and sometimes Corndan shows up and gets to talk about his experience working at McDonald's DS.
Yeah, I mean, it happens.
Yeah. I've never worked at McDonald's DS, but...
Well, maybe you should.
Maybe I should. I don't know. Will they pay me?
I can send you the ROM and the save state for Central.
Will they pay me?
I'm not paying you.
Well, okay. I'm gonna go ahead and pass then. I don't need to work at McDonald's DS if nobody's gonna pay me to work at McDonald's DS. 8-Bit Sword got 98%. That is so close. Oh, actually, Chad is right. I am getting paid for this. Okay.
I'm not being paid for this.
I'm sorry. I'd like to be able to pay people to help. One day we can become the Kusogrand8. Ugh. Nope, we're gonna name it something else. But yeah, become like, you know, and then we can go and create our own crappy video website and tell people that they have to subscribe to us to see our videos anymore.
Look, if all of you all here would just hammer that like and subscribe button.
Then I can find new ways to exploit all of you. And as it turns out, it might be through eCrew development program for the Nintendo DS.
Striator's onto sausage patties.
What is the Patman on? Are these cookies?
He's making hamburgers.
Oh, those are hamburgers. I was like...
Yeah, it's a cheeseburger.
Yeah, okay. Were they pickles? Were they putting pickles on? Because...
Yeah.
Okay, I'm colorblind enough that I thought they were chocolate chips. Like, really big chocolate chips. And I'm like, you put chocolate chips on top of the cookie? That's really weird. But no, they were pickles.
Oh yeah, Scorian's saying that was very pretty ketchup. So I was watching the actual real video footage of, like, the tutorials for this, and like, at least in Japanese McDonald's in 2010, they had like a caulk gun, like a giant caulk gun with condiments for every single condiment. That's what Patman's using right now. The thing that squirts ketchup and stuff. It's like such a giant caulk gun. I don't know, in awe. I'm alarmed.
I mean, if it gets... The thing about McDonald's is that, like, when you go and eat at one, no matter where you are, it's the idea is that they're trying to make it universal, that it's always going to be the exact same experience. I don't think that's necessary personally. I think that there is some joy in variety, and that, like, I don't know, it's part of the problem with franchise stuff. But you know, if you're going to try to get something to be identical, having a caulk gun that outputs exactly what you need and a consistent amount, then sure, that makes sense. I just don't think that's completely necessary. I don't know. But then again, they're the ones making billions of dollars. You know, listen to me give advice to how McDonald's should run their business.
Well, you know, maybe you should.
Yeah, McDonald's, listen to me, huh? Come on, I've never worked for you and I never will. You need to change things up and make things less consistent, okay? You don't need caulk guns, you don't need one single pickle slice in the middle of your burger. Like, yeah, I know that it's the Japanese McDonald's, not the American McDonald's, but, you know, variety. Come on. Sometimes
that man's making a Big Mac now.
Ooh, oh yeah, you've got extra bread, huh? Okay, well, it turns out Hazel Shade and 8-Bit Swords have been doing the McMuffins for a while. This part is one of the rough parts due to how imprecise the controls can be when you are using a stylus to train to be a McDonald's employee. And this is really showing. I wonder why it's being so difficult. I think it's partly the motion that you have to make when you pull the thing out, that you have to do it just right. Yeah, at least Hazel Shade knows whenever something isn't done right, and she's able to quickly just reset and get back into it. 8-Bit Sword is doing the same thing. Everybody knows that they're low on time. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, this is oddly exciting.
Yeah, it's like, I'm not worried about first, I'm not worried about second, but third and fourth I am stressing about right now.
Yeah, because one of them is getting eliminated.
Yeah, this game is eliminating somebody from the tournament, you know? This is... And by eliminating, setting them free, you know? They won't have to suffer anymore. They will be free from the McDonald's training program and Kusogrand8 in general, and neither 8-Bit Sword nor Hazel Shade can beat this yet. But Hazel Shade has been here the longest. Hazel Shade would, by default, beat the tiebreaker. It's just, after being in this section for so long, I would just want to beat it. Oh, yep, and as soon as the pink flashes, you know that you've lost. Both Hazel Shade and 8-Bit Sword hurrying and resetting in order to give it another shot.
The right thing to do.
Yeah, at this point, like, you have to figure out how to slow down or speed up the slow parts. Yeah, that one. The opposite of what I was saying at first. You got to speed up the slow parts. You got to get everything perfect, spot on. And if you can't do it, then reset as quickly as possible to give yourself as many attempts as possible. There's nothing left to learn here. It's just, they know what they're doing. They know what needs to be done next and where things need to go. It's just that final flash that that Hazel Shade gets, like slipping in the sheet in order to get the McMuffins.
It's tough.
Like, it starts flashing immediately after you push it in there. I don't know if you need to, like, exactly what you need to do. It's weird.
She was getting up to some crimes, so she's in my lap now.
Hey, Nancy. How you doing? I know you can't hear us, Nancy. It's fine. Okay, Hazel Shade putting the muffins in. Unfortunately, I think this is going to be a 98%. Fine, 93%.
Probably.
I guess I have lower standards than McDonald's for the DS. For better or for worse, people are already thinking about how some of the other sections of this game could be gauntlet states in the future.
Yeah, it's not out of the question.
Yeah, there are certain things that can happen in Kusogrand8 for better or for worse.
Yeah, I loved the DS gauntlet we had last year. That was fun.
Yeah, now I'm thinking of the nightmare of how many things I have to have set up in order to have the DS and other games. Which I can deal with. It's fine. It's fine, Hedgemaze.
Well, last year we had a gauntlet that was only DS games, so that was easier.
And yes, it is fine, Corn Dad. Yeah, the DS gauntlet, good times.
But yeah, it's nice to see Striator, like, after being lulled so long on French fries, really catching up.
Yeah, I didn't know if Striator would be able to catch up, but he's in second. He might...
Yep.
I don't think he's going to catch up to DePap Man, but...
No, but I think that we've locked in first and second here.
I think so. I mean, this is 3 full levels ahead of Hazel Shade and 8-Bit Sword. Like, they're not going to get there in the remaining 3 minutes that we have. Even though it doesn't take very long to cook a McMuffin, I don't think it's happening. Hazel Shade, is this going to be it? Do you have it?
Nope. It will not be it.
I'm crying. 97%? Why? If I were the shift manager, I would give it 100. I'd give it 100.
Yeah, now I'm wondering how this would have gone differently. Like, maybe I couldn't require 90%, but what if I required 95 or 97 or something?
I believe I did recommend 97.
I just went with 100 because the game tells you when you get that. But yeah, this has worked out, I think.
Oh yeah, this has worked out just fine. We've been dealing with freaking egg, or not even egg McMuffins, just the muffin, English muffin part for so long. Is there hope in this world for an English muffin? I'm not sure there is. I'm not sure there's hope for whatever DePatman has been doing for a very long time. Level 15?
Yeah, so if neither one beats this stage, I guess Hazel Shade is in the lead.
Hazel Shade got here first, yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
We'll
8-Bit Sword, is that a pass? 97! Yeah, I would have kept going as well, even if I thought, it might punish me because it flashed for just, like, a single frame. But no, if you dilly-dally with this metal pan, the game lets you know immediately. Oh my gosh! Stop flashing! That's going to be a fail for Hazel Shade, unfortunately, despite that essentially looking perfect.
Meanwhile, Patman's on to Filet-O-Fish.
That's going to be like 93%. 94.
Patman's going to be close, right? There's only like 4 things left. Patman won't finish it, but...
Yeah, but he's close.
He's going to come real close.
Yeah,
so the Filet-O-Fish, you have to put it in the steamer, not in the...
Yeah, so the last few are Filet-O-Fish, fish portions, front counter, and drive-through.
I don't want to learn the Filet-O-Fish. I'm not working at a McDonald's.
The Filet-O-Fish is super easy.
Yeah, but it's... I don't know. Like, McDonald's fish burger, I just don't trust it. I don't have any trust. Should I trust it? Is Filet-O-Fish okay? I don't want it.
You should. Filet-O-Fish is actually pretty reasonable, right? Especially like, between like March and April,
Okay.
Right? You can almost guarantee it's fresh because all the Catholics who have fish on Fridays.
Well,
So if you go to like a McDonald's on Friday and order a fillet of fish, it's pretty much guaranteed to be fresh.
I want you all to know that it decided it should play the ending theme again. Thank you so much, YouTube playlist. That's it. Time. We are done. We no longer have to talk about fillet of fish or quite literally anything that is happening now. Oh, what a game. What a terrible, wonderful game. My customers' expectations are never go to McDonald's again because apparently they took too long to put the pan in. Freaking customers, so needy, so greedy. Well, without a doubt, our winner today is DePatman, followed by Striator, Hazel Shade in third, and our real winner getting out of Kusogrand8 is 8-Bit Sword. Let me see if DePatman wants to come and chat because, you know, maybe we have insight into how the fillet of fish works. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and ship DePatman over to Japan to help out with the McDonald's there. Yeah, as it turns out, DePatman had no idea that he won, despite absolutely crushing everybody else. I love that hedge maze.
Yeah, I love this. This is really fun.
Yeah, DePatman is gonna go get a real job at a fake place. Japan. No, I believe in Japan. I've just never been there. DePatman. Okay, here we go. DePatman's coming in. Hello, DePatman, and congratulations, you're hired.
I genuinely can't believe that. I have no skills that would suit me to work in the service industry, so I have no idea how I did.
You completely destroyed this game. You were like way ahead of everyone else.
You were on the 16th game. The person who took second was on the 8th. And third and fourth were tied on the 4th. Oh, Hazel Shade actually completed the English muffin just now. Very nice. You know, never give up. You're gonna make those muffins. Yeah, like things were super finicky for some of the players. Like it's understandable, you know. This game isn't perfect, and when you are dealing with mouse controls instead of a stylus, that can be difficult for some people. But this is Kusogrand8. Sometimes you're going to have a Nintendo DS game that you're controlling with your mouse, and DePatman, you were the best at that. You kicked butt.
Yeah. Wow. This is, this is actually my first ever win on Kusogrand after something like 9th attempt, I think.
Really?
8th or 9th. Yeah.
Well, good job. Like, it was a McDonald's training game. You know, not exactly your standard Kuso fare, but it's always exciting when there's like a genre that for some reason you do better at, and you're like, I'm more confused than anything else why I actually did good at this one. But you did, seriously, DePatman. So you've never worked the food industry. I think that
I've never worked any kind of customer-facing thing. I'm just not that sort of person.
Well, no, I mean, I don't particularly like it, but I've worked at least one fast food place, and that place was okay, except that they didn't pay me what they agreed to, and that was the worst part of it, and why I left after 1 month. But, you know, you got to have at least a little bit of the experience that we all get, which is extremely boring training.
Yes.
Yeah. Now, what is your preferred genre personally? What type of games do you generally play?
I enjoy a good puzzle game, and I guess that's what this kind of felt like as I was playing it, which is probably why I did so well.
It's sort of, I suppose it is sort of like a
Well,
puzzle game, like remembering the order of operations.
Yeah. A puzzle bit memory. Yeah.
Yeah. The thing is, like, yeah, you have to put the pieces together. Essentially, it's an assembly line of making food, but the game doesn't really remind you where things are, and if it does remind you, then that means that you have failed, and you're gonna have to do it again.
Yeah.
Oh no, they're asking when they're getting paid. Strider, we'll talk later, okay? We'll talk about your pay later. I didn't get my food, so I would like my money back. Oh, yeah, so there's that aspect. I never really thought of it kind of like a puzzle game, but you're right that it does have some of those elements, despite, you know, absolutely being straight up, this is exactly how the machines work. I think out of all of the training materials that I've seen when it comes to videos or games, this one is actually kind of helpful.
Yeah. Although I did like how it had the timer in for the first two, the fries and the waffles, and then for the rest of it, no, it doesn't matter. We're not going to bother with the timer. It's ready when you need it to be ready.
Yeah, no need to hit fast forward. They're like, yeah, we forgot about that game mechanic. Whatever. Yeah, you're fine. Yeah. Maybe it's just because fries are boring. Boring fries.
Yeah, I guess there's not a lot to do. So
you put them in the oil and you wait. Yeah, I don't want to wait in real life. No, let's let the game wait for us. Fast forward, get to the good stuff, which is pulling them out and tilting them.
Yep.
Now that's the good stuff, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just have the mouse held down for 10 seconds while the oil drips.
Now, there is some fascinating history. We talked about, like, how this game was known about, but really nobody got a card of it until about 2020. It got uploaded, and, you know, it was sort of a piece of lost media that we have essentially recovered, and while it's not the most stellar thing, at the same time it gives us a little insight into what companies were experimenting with when it came to training, what different countries were doing when it came to training, and also a tiny glimpse into sort of like the differences between American and Japanese McDonald's, although maybe some of the other aspects would give us more insight into that. Like, really, it's very much a similar, like, everything is the same, standardized almost around the world.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. So, you've been around here for a while, DePatman. Do you do streaming on your own channel?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't have the time.
Well, have you been...
too much other things.
Oh, it's all good. Have you been playing other games offline that have been interesting?
I have. I've just started playing a game called Sweet Transit. It's a train
I saw
game.
that. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I heard about that one.
Train game where you've also got to build the infrastructure that you're delivering your goods to. So you're actually building the village, or the villages and towns that you're delivering to from scratch.
Now I'm imagining that Wallace and Gromit, the Wrong Trousers, they have the whole train scene where got to place the tracks in front of you as you're going, you know? Probably not that action-packed, but...
Probably not. Although I did as a kid have that as a game, which I think I would not be surprised to see it on here at some future point.
Ooh, good to know. Wrong Trousers. I love me a good Wallace and Gromit, and I love me a bad game, so that sounds like it might be a perfect match. Well, thank you so much, and Hedge Maze, thank you for giving this game out. Corndan, thank you for coming and doing commentary twice today, and I want to thank all of the mods, the volunteers, the refs, the GMs, and everybody else who has helped. We will be back tomorrow at 2 p.m., so feel free to come on back. Otherwise, I've possibly still got visitors here, and I would like to go and see them. So we are going to raid Gilder. Did we have a good raid message? Was it about wash your hands?
Wash your hands seems like a good raid message.
Wash your hands.
It's good advice.
Okay, go tell Gilder, wash your hands. Honestly, every streamer needs to go do that right now. Everybody, see you tomorrow, and take care. Have a great rest of your Saturday. Take care, DePatman.
Thanks.
See ya, Hedge Maze.
See you in round 3, yeah.
Yeah, it's
Bye.
good to chat with you. Take care. Bye.
Bye.